Hello again, crypto family. Welcome back to Zip Tips Crypto. I am Zip, and in this video, we're going to be unpacking massive news that could make your XRP your long-term profit warehouse for future wealth. You absolutely have to be ready and have a reliable source for your crypto trading. And I like to use Caleb and Brown as some of my custody solution, as well as the execution of my buying and selling of XRP as I'm going up the ladder in appreciation and have specific exit points that I will take profit back. If you're interested, the link's in the description and you can go out and evaluate them. Now, if you're new here, please smash the subscribe button and buckle up. So in the future, you can get more XRP news just like this, as well as other crypto news, as I deem myself a utility maxi. XRP is my largest holding, but I am diversified across the board in multiple other projects that have real world utility. Now, let's jump into XRP and discuss where we're at and what's going on within the environment. So picture this. Over 5,000 US banks just got the green light to dive into crypto, and Ripple's tech using XRP is ready to ride this wave of innovation that is coming throughout the financial markets and system. The FDIC and the OCC flipped the script, and on March 28th and 7th, respectively, they said banks now do not need approval to use blockchain tech like the XRP ledger. We're talking about custody here, stable coins, and lightning fast payments are all being unlocked because of what is going on within the environment with the FDIC, the OCC, the administration passing stablecoin regulation that is coming, as well as framework regulation in the very near future this year in 2025. But here's the key. Again, regulations are the gatekeeper. And I keep screaming this because we have to have the regulations so these institutions absolutely know how to handle all of this environment, and we have full compliancy. These changes are huge, but full integration of XRP into the financial system hinges again on finishing the regulatory puzzle, which is happening. And this is happening in parallel to the institutions now, because they have the green light. They are now testing and training on blockchain crypto software, on private ledgers in private spaces. Now, there's still a lot of confusion out there regarding these private ledger implementations. And, we hear the FUD, everybody's going to be using private implementations of their own environment. And that absolutely is creating confusion, and it's not exactly true. So let's dive in real quick on these private ledger implementations that I keep seeing out on posts on X and hearing in different environments. Look, the bottom line, these ledgers are just a way for institutions to keep proprietary transactions and financial services private internally. Institutions do not want to show all of their proprietary information out on the public blockchains. And this makes absolutely perfect sense. Let's use the analogy, if you would, just like yourself. You don't want the world, as you're having conversations, to know everything, every intimate conversation that you're having with your spouse or your friends. We keep those things private, and it's no different. But when we want to make them public, we put them out on the social platforms. We put it out on X, on your Facebooks. We put it out on email, public domains that are meant for the whole world to see. It's the same thing, ladies and gentlemen, with these private ledgers. But absolutely, you have to understand, when institutions want to move out of those private environments within their company infrastructure and move that money worldwide, the public Ripple solution using RLUSD and XRP are what is going to be used for local transmission of money, as well as cross-border transactions. distribution. So just keep that in mind. I just wanted to add that in there because I still see so much confusion and FUD out there. And the last thing I want to happen is for you to be FUDded out of the environment because of a lack of understanding of how this technology works. Now, let's zoom out for the macro view because that's what I like to give. I like to give the big picture. Again, I am in this environment, in this journey for the long term because I know what other capabilities and technologies will be coming down the road as the regulation is pieced together, as we were talking about. But Ripple has been building a global network for years and years. And Bank of America's already been in this environment since 2020 using XRP, again, internally to test, to train. Because you have to understand, ladies and gentlemen, this is brand new technology. And the folks that are behind the scenes absolutely have to understand what is going on and be trained on this environment. So let's listen to this again from David Straczynski about what is going on within the environment and what the Bank of America has been doing with their patents and just to bring this to the forefront again.
The future. So they created their own stable coin right now.
Okay.
And Bank of America, like I said, they were doing 100% of their internal transactions. They've got 83 different patents on it. And there's some incredible stuff that's going to be coming out. So
these cynics, though, tell me, only put as much in this space as you're willing to lose.
Again, testing behind the scenes. We know there are NDAs, and we know that a lot of this cannot be discussed, has not been discussed. But remember, then we got the boom, the SEC lawsuit that's been choking Ripple's growth for the last 4+ years has been settled in agreement, in verbal agreement between the SEC and between Ripple. Ripple has dropped their appeal, and now, they're going to pay that $50 million fine, but no guilt was admitted. And we're just waiting on the final signatures to be signed. And it is completely over. And that should be happening any day now. And we'll keep an eye out for that. But that's the big picture with what's going on. So again, Smoke is always dropping great information out there. Like to talk about this post that he put out there. This is showing, regulations need to fully clear the runway for banks to go all in on any technology, but specifically with regard to XRP. Trump's pro-crypto push, which started all this flywheel effect, butterfly effect in January of this year, is helping. But until every regulatory box is checked, we're only seeing the tip of the iceberg and what's going on. So Smoke puts out here again, excuse me, all of the regulatory clarity that is going on, and that has to be worked through the system in order to allow the institutions to know exactly how to handle these digital assets. And this is a absolutely great checkbox right here just to show this in a snapshot of what is going on from a regulatory perspective. So once all this happens, what's next? We have full financial system integration. And in my opinion, XRP is at the heart of it. And keep in mind, it's not just the US where all this is happening. We know that Japan and SBI are absolutely huge and are Ripple partners. Nearly 80% of, it was reported that nearly 80% of Japanese banks are set to adopt XRP in 2025, utilizing XRP for cross-border movements. And again, this is being led by huge institutions like SBI in Japan. But what happens from there? That's the network effects. The more banks that are now plugged into the environment utilizing Ripple technology, which is on the back end, XRP for cross-border movements, XRP is going to become what? More and more valuable. Okay. What we really are here for, right? Many of you that are listening to this is for profits. But again, before those large profits come, in my opinion, regulations are still the linchpin. And We know that Japan has a definitive head start on this. Many other countries have a head start on this to include Europe. But globally, we need that final green light to unleash XRP's full potential. And then we're going to see, like it's been a dam holding back a flood. And once those regulations break wide open, it's going to be a tsunami of adoption, which again will affect the price of XRP. So again, macro view, why does this matter for your profits? That's why you're listening to this. All you care about is, I want to be rich. I want XRP to go up. Why is nothing going on within the markets? And so the big picture is, again, with the regulation and the legislation worldwide and in America, Ripple's tech using XRP will allow banks to move money across borders in 3 to 5 seconds for pennies. As compared to right now, we know SWIFT can't touch this. And banks like the Bank of America and Japan's leaders need XRP to make this work efficiently, as we're seeing this adoption and the changing of the financial infrastructure right before our eyes. And they need that regulatory clarity. You know, XRP's ledger is absolutely proven. I think at this point it's closed 63 million ledgers, been deployed well over a decade, and it is absolutely ready. But those regulations are finishing up, being aligned. We're seeing a move through America now with the Stablecoin Act and the regulatory clarity. Banks are serving millions of clients. And once everything is lined up and all the check boxes, as I was showing here, are completed, things are ready to roar and are going to absolutely explode. And I hope you're excited about that. But let's look at the macro view even a little bit more. This is a global shift. And yes, regulations are the final domino, but you know what? Banks are not the only ones racing against each other. Guess who they are up against? They're up against big tech companies like X, like Meta, who could absolutely dominate payments without this edge. If we take a look here at Anders' post, we're going to dissect this a little bit, but we know XRP is the technology to give them the speed they need, the cost savings that they need, and the liquidity of a public blockchain that they need. But Anders, shout out to him, he puts out here, why would banks adopt crypto such as XRP and other crypto assets? We've kind of been through that already in this video. The thing that we're missing, though, is that they're fighting against big tech industries. We know that Elon Musk and X are going to launch X payments, and it's guaranteed that they are going to implement blockchain technology that very well could be XRP or some of the other ones I talk about, but we know the relationships and the back end of what's going on. So it is a very, very competitive environment. And as an example, he puts in here, Facebook, Meta alone has 3 billion active monthly users. That's over 37% of the global population. There are no banks that come even close to that, he states here, which is absolutely true. So if Facebook or X can adopt and be early to this new technology quickly, which is in contrast to the banks, because the companies can move quicker than the banks come. We know that. That's just the way it works. They don't have to meet all the compliancy issues that that the banks have to meet. But let's go down here and listen to what Elon Musk had to say about X and what's going on to give us more of a macro picture.
If done right, the X would serve people's financial needs to such a degree that over time it would become, I don't know, maybe half of the global financial system.
Over half of the global financial system. That is absolutely amazing And something that just gets missed a lot because we focus, myself included, focus on the institutions, but we cannot forget the tech industry. And we know where Elon comes from with PayPal and everything that he has invested in and leading up to the environment that we're in now. So again, every bank that joins Ripple is absolutely more fuel for the fire, but without that regulatory clarity and the green light to go, which we're now starting to get, they're not moving, and they're not going to move fast because they have to do testing and integration. So again, imagine trillions moving on chain to XRP at its core once regulations are complete. That is what you are invested in, ladies and gentlemen. You're invested in the software technology.
If done right,
absolutely
X would be.
Sorry about that. All right. So now here's what everybody wants. They want price targets. That I'm not going to go there. That's just not my game. At the end of the day, I do believe XRP is going to be one of the most profitable digital assets, cryptos that are out there. But regulation is the key to unlock the potential of XRP skyrocketing. And I think 2025, it's going to start. So just hold on. You're not chasing hype here, ladies and gentlemen. You're literally backing a system solving real world problems for banks and the tech industry worldwide. That's what you have when you own XRP. So long-term growth is what we're looking for. Steady, explosive, and data-driven by facts that I'm bringing to you here. The FDIC, the OCC, SEC settlement, Japan SBI, as well as the Euro, lining up to utilize blockchain technology. XRP, in my opinion, is going to be the leading horse in this game. Full regulatory clarity is the spark, and we are right on the fringe of that happening. And when it hits, XRP, I believe, will be the cornerstone of global finance. So you decide what you want to be invested in and if you're in the right place or not. So what's the move? XRP, in my opinion, is your ticket to future of finance. The regulations are the key to unlocking that. If you own it, you should absolutely be exciting. I hope this fires you up. And if it does, please, again, smash the like, hit the bell for notifications for more zip tips as we come out and we try to deliver to you every day updated information about the environment, about all of the crypto industry, but specifically XRP is one of my absolute favorites, and I cannot wait to see what happens in the coming months because I believe it will be explosive. So with that, please stay sharp, stay invested, and until next time, Zip is out.